catches, puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound Bosh. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
Oh yeah. We packing somebody up tonight. Hey. Come on in, take your shoes off before we close the door. Few rules, heat packing the air. We about to blow. This the basement, ain't nobody safe. You already know. Grab a seat and kick your feet before you get too comfortable. You want the X's and the O's, the trade, yes and no, friends and the foes, the butlers and the heroes. You can feel it in your soul. The win the ring is the goal. But if somebody need to go, we be sure to let you know. Going hard for my dogs is an everyday thing. Like Jimmy down the lane of 13 off the screen. Whole squad keep it tucked like number 17. Bring your takes and your memes. Going hard for the team. Going down in the basement. It's going down in the basement. Get your takes off. Get your takes off. Going down in the basement.
Yeah! Welcome to the Basement Sports Network Miami Heat post-game show. Preseason game that nobody really gives a fuck about, but we here anyway to talk about it. The Miami Heat dropped a surprisingly entertaining game against the Brooklyn Nets. They dropped that shit 107-104. Big games by a couple of people. Shameless Highsmith. I just hate giving that man praise, but whatever. Cole Swider showed up again in the fourth quarter. Drew Smith played basketball, apparently. Jamal Cain had 14 rebounds. So we got a lot of guys that we got to get to, but first we're going to introduce the panel. I'm your host, Royal A. Shepherd, as always, and I'm joined today by a fully melanated panel. Every person here a member of the Kane gang, starting with the chairman, Kane, Ricky J. Mark. How you doing today, Kane?
I am fantastic. The Liberty and the Aces are tied with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. It's an exciting night for New York basketball.
Don't care. Also pulling up one time for the one time, we got the newest Kane / Queen. Don't know what to call her. Nunu, how you doing today, girl?
I'm excellent. I'm also watching the Liberty, but don't say don't care to me. This team, when I thought I was going to the WNBA,
do not care.
Team I wanted to play for.
Do not care. You said you were going to the WNBA.
When I was a kid, that's what I thought. I'm like, I'm playing for the Liberty. Like, that was the dream. Not no more.
Shout out to Teresa Weatherspoon.
Then she shot 1 for 12 from the three-point line and realized who's running for her. And rounding out the panel, we got my dog, my favorite running mate on this bitch, but boy Kane TJ with the lime green.
Hey man, you see me, man.
Looking like you representing Sprite. How you doing today, my boy?
Hey man, we good, man. Is this my first show of the year? It feels like it's the first time I've been here.
Feels like the very first time.
We in the preseason. Yeah. We just getting reps up right now, you know.
Get these shots off.
But we good. What's up with y'all? Hey, talk about get the Magic fan out of here. Don't be disrespectful, my brother. Don't be disrespectful.
Yeah, so like we were talking about, the Heat dropped the game 107-104. Not really worried about the outcome, just more so worried about the process heading into the regular season against the Brooklyn Nets. We saw some solid things. Bam shot a lot. I like that. I tend to talk about people's efficiency. He got 14 points on 15 shots. You take that and make that whatever you wish it will be. But he got shit up. Duncan Robinson is Duncan Robinson. Still. Like, I don't see it. But maybe y'all saw something different. But I'll let you guys go ahead and pick and choose what you want to talk about. Ricky, you locked into something else. We're gonna start with the person paying attention. TJ, give me your thoughts on the game.
Yeah, like you said, I don't really care about the result. Most of the process. Haywood Highsmith, listen here.
We had enough from Torn. It was nice hearing from you, Kane. We're not
doing this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. I have said on this very program that Haywood Highsmith may have been the worst offensive player I've ever seen a day in my life. However, this nigga's hitting jumpers. I don't know what they got into him. He's dribbling the ball up the court off of rebounds. The nigga's taking floaters. Wait, when the fuck did that happen? When did he get that in his bag? Hey, starter. out there. It's been three preseason games. I'm moved. Start that man. The defense is there. Miami has done it again. Jamal Cain is next. He's next. I see the sprinkles all around. He's going to be playing 24 minutes next year. So, hey, them two specifically, we going to get to Duncan a little later. I got some good vibes from Duncan, even though he can't hit shit. But, yeah.
Good vibes!
Yeah, I'm telling you. I know the white thing, it's my, right. But yeah. we going to get to him. But Haywood Highsmith and Jamal Cain, hey, I'm impressed. I'm moved.
Well, Jamal Cain is a topic that I do want to get into a little bit later when we're talking about the two ways that Miami may potentially be keeping on this roster. But we'll get to that conversation. New, we're going to come to you next. Give me your thoughts on the game.
From what I saw, Bam was active. I like those. I like point Bam a lot. Like it's sad to say, but that's really like our best option at point guard, which is crazy when you employ somebody named Kyle Lowry. But hey, 2023 hoops. I like that about Bam. I like his activity. Don't like all the action per se. He missed a couple of gimmies. I will say this: I saw Bam Adebayo do a running hook shot tonight. If he could never do that again, I would. I don't know what he thought he was doing, but please don't ever do that again, sir. Much appreciated. Yeah, it was cool. I liked what I saw from Jamal Cain. Haywood wasn't terrible. Like TJ said, he could dribble now. I don't know when that happened. Like Haywood Highsmith can dribble before Jaylen Brown. Is crazy. I hate the injuries. That's my takeaway. Like, if any of these injuries are serious, it's dark for this team. So I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, that Josh Richardson thing kind of like, it had me a little spooked a little bit. I don't think it was nothing serious. Let's keep our fingers crossed. But yeah, I don't like that portion of the preseason. I do agree that Bam should never once again try that running hook thing. But we got a steady diet of Bam like jumpers in this game anyway. It wasn't much going to the rim or nothing. And that's kind of been what I've been feeling throughout the course of the preseason, that you're getting a lot of the mid-range game and him trying to like experiment with that. But it's kind of like in these last couple games, I would like to see him go to the rim a little bit so that we can get him in the rhythm doing that. Ricky, tell me what you saw from the game tonight, bro.
I think Bam took 15 shots. That makes me happy in theory. I imagine he'll be a little bit more efficient during the regular season once everybody else is involved. But look, I think we know at this point what he is deep into his career. The problem is, he can't be the best player on the floor for you because his tendency to disappear on offense when his skill set is otherwise needed can be a problem for this team. I will say this. I think I'm ready to openly express my resignation as far as a Harden trade is concerned. I know a certain someone was tweeting about this a little bit earlier in the day. I might as well just go ahead and ship over Lowry and Duncan for him and get this crap over with, because look, he's an expiring contract and it can't really get worse for this team. Screw it.
Fourth option hero, we up.
I mean, I have tweeted about this in the past, but I'm gonna shoot it over to Royal for that. Yeah. But yeah. Well, I'm just piggybacking off of the Bam narrative at this point.
How much time left in that game, Ricky?
20 seconds.
Okay, you go ahead and watch them last 20 seconds. I'll come back to you after this.
Appreciate you.
You seem to be preoccupied. No problem.
Appreciate
want to thank Dan the Film Gent with the $5 donut. Consistency is key, ladies and gentlemen. Swider man does whatever Cole Swider does.
I'll get to him too.
Shout out to Champagne. That dude's got game. Champagne is also a player who has shown like flashes of being somebody that the Miami Heat might want to invest in. But I just think he's going to be one of the odd men out come the end of this, because it's some other guys who need to make this roster. Want to thank Gerald M with the $4.99 dono and one of the craziest comments I've seen in a long time. He said, tonight was a good example of why superstars want to play next to Bam. Bam out here dicking down defensive player of the year candidates. My boy. If I could never hear about Bam Adebayo dicking down other NBA players again, I would be one happy gentleman. You hear me, brother? I just rather you not do that to me on here. I don't like those sequence of words coming out of my mouth, and I'm going to read what you put on there. But please, brother, please don't do this to me again. Let's get into some of these individual performances, because I feel like they were good. Like, I think everybody's giving Haywood Highsmith enough praise. I don't want to give him any more. But let's talk about some of the other good that we have. Jamal Cain, in my opinion, was good tonight. He didn't shoot particularly well, but I thought he was aggressive. He rebounded. He got 6 offensive rebounds, bro. That's the type of shit that you kind of gonna need on this team. Somebody to make some of those extra effort plays to help out in that area. I want to thank Scale Daddy, aka the Nasty Man himself, for the $20 dono. He said Jovic is the next Tyler Herro. Stinky, but fans won't let him go. We gonna get to him too. But let's talk about Jamal Cain a little bit. What impressed you most about what Jamal Cain did tonight, TJ?
I mean, the rebound is the easy thing to point to. But like the way he moves defensively is honestly ridiculous. He has good footwork, but like I don't know. I think he has good footwork, but he got bad feet, if that makes sense. Like the boy's shoes be leaning, you feel me? But he be there. He be in position to do what he got to do. He's way more athletic than I thought he was to be, one of these. The boy, he just be in the right spot for some reason. I just like Jamal Cain. He cuts on time. He makes shots sometimes. Like he just does good things on the basketball court. It's like he's still got some stuff to figure out in terms of like just the NBA game overall. But he just tends to be in the right spot, bro. The boss seems to find him when it comes off the rim. So like, he cool with me, bro. He cool with me.
He's also an athlete, which helps. Ladies and gentlemen, in the comment section, if y'all ever have a quick second, check out the conversation between Alex and the Nasty Man down there. It is riveting stuff. I'm gonna come to you next with the Jamal Cain conversation. Tell me what you thought about Jamal Cain's game tonight.
Like TJ said, the rebounds impressed me. We're a team that struggled rebounding the basketball last season. So if your game if you can help in that aspect, I like that. He seems to be more NBA. Well, I haven't watched Elote Man play. I can't lie, but I'm a lie anyway. He seems to be more NBA ready than Jovic and Jaime Jaquez, which he should be after a year. He black. He get my vote. I don't care if it's true or not. You disagree, you a cone. Those are the rules. He seems to be more NBA ready than the other guys, just off his defense alone. Like he, like TJ said, he's just in the right spot. He moves his feet quickly. I'm gonna attribute to that someone getting abused by Jimmy in practice for the past year. That will add a little bit of manness to your game. But he's solid. Like sometimes that's the best attribute you could give a player is like, oh, he's solid. Like he's a solid player. So I like him. Yo, he is not from New York celebrating like that.
He is. He just
not celebrating like this. He not.
He live in Palm Beach.
No, listen. Normally, I'd be celebrating, like I'd be rooting for the Liberty, but I'm an Asia Wilson stan. And excuse me.
Yeah, no problem. Don't worry. We don't want to hear that no more. Scale Daddy again. The Nasty Man with the 10
Nunu?
She was, but I'm reading a dono now, so you can go back on mute.
Right. I'm good. I'm back.
I was about to say you could just. Oh, okay. You back? Oh, my bad. I was just gonna put your ass. We have Dorian Finney-Smith at home. Spo said as he put 4+ defenders around Tyler Herro.
That's how you build the team.
That's absolutely not how you do that. But let's talk about Jamal Cain, Ricky. What did you like about Jamal Cain today?
I think, okay, I think I'm collected. I'm going to go freak out later anyways, but I think I'm okay. I think
I don't even know what you're doing your personal time, gang.
This has nothing to do with my personal life. I'm a good, faithful man, and I live a clean, wholesome life.
I don't need your Tinder profile right now. I want to talk about Jamal.
I deleted. I don't have Tinder.
Jamal Cain.
Bumble in such things.
Black people. He still got Black Planet.
Black Planet. You feel me?
Never.
Black people meet.
Never.
Christian Mingle.
Never.
Farmers Market or whatever they call that shit. I don't know what, Ricky. I don't know what you into, bro. I don't know what you into. Jamal Cain, though.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. All right. Well, I think Jamal Cain has done everything in his power to present himself as an NBA player during this preseason. I think in keeping with Heat tradition, it quite frankly wouldn't surprise me in the slightest if both he and your boy Shameless, well, why not? Were to end up playing 40+ minutes in at least one game this season. I mean, there are some things here and there, but I think what we need to remember about Kane and Highsmith is that they're at the end of the bench. They shouldn't be getting rotation minutes, like major rotation minutes. If they do, something went horribly wrong this offseason where I guess a star that they were waiting years for ended up not coming here or something, but that didn't happen this summer. It was all about culture and building up the young guys anyways. There was never any serious who are we kidding? But there was another guy that came to mind. Since we're pretty much at the end of the preseason, we haven't touched on Cole Swider yet, have we? I can wait.
Okay, go ahead. You can start it because I'll just pivot the conversation after you get.
Oh, cool. All right, no problem. But yeah, I think as far as anyone's concerned, at least as far as I'm concerned, Cole Swider made the team. They're already giving him a nickname, Swider Man. I mean, as bad as Miami's marketing is, of course they can do better, but whatever. Like as bad as their marketing team is after LeBron showed up and they pretty much fired everybody, they're not letting someone like him get too far away. And plus, he fits the description, if you know what I mean. He doesn't have how should I say this? He doesn't have the girthiness of Max Strus, meaning his positional flexibility will be limited. But I think there's hope that he can become a Duncan or Strus replacement that can actually mean a trade. However, I'm not going to hold my breath. He's pretty lean and not very, he's not very long. So I think his position on the team is going to be pretty obvious if he actually ends up getting minutes. But again, end of the bench guy. I'm not expecting anything from him.
So that's the pivot that I was actually going to make because Cole Swider is not currently one of the Heat's current two-ways. That belongs to RJ Hampton, what's that? Drew Smith, and
get him out of here.
Kane. But that's what I'm saying. So I'll read this comment, then I ask my question. I want to thank the Nasty Man again with the $5 donut. He said, faithful enough to not ignore my likes. My brother, don't give me money to promote that nasty on here, all right? But I want to pivot to that conversation because I agree with Ricky. I think Cole Swider has done enough in these preseason games, and they talked about him enough in camp. And I think he's beat out some people for a roster spot. The problem is, who is he beat out for that roster spot? I got a couple of candidates because I hate Drew Smith as much as the next man, but we have no point guard, nor do we have any point guard depth.
Still don't have one with him.
Sure. I think Jamal Cain is kind of – it's not my birthday. I think Jamal Cain has kind of solidified his spot on this roster. And the same – look, Drew Smith and Jamal Cain, I think, have solidified their spots on the roster. I think RJ Hampton has not.
Has he
played?
And
I think they're going to – not enough.
He played the first game for 10 seconds. But
but it's kind of okay, so right now we haven't played RJ Hampton. So you can comfortably cut RJ Hampton and then put Cole Swider into this rotation or into this roster, not rotation, but the roster. But I'd rather keep Justin Champagnie over Drew Smith. I feel like there are so many different things that you could do with that Drew Smith. And even though Drew Smith had 10 assists tonight, I feel like they can do something else with that position or even just keep one of these guys who they're getting rid of. So I'm going to let you guys kind of chime in on that. Thank you, Dan the Film Gen, again with the $5 dono. He said, Drew Jamaican Ricky J. Mark Twin Smith is a bum. I'm on the Kane train now. I ain't going to hold you. You do kind of look like that boy Drew Smith, Ricky.
That's wild.
My hair is shorter.
So, TJ, how do you see this kind of three-way situation shaking out, bro, especially consider how Cole Swider has played?
I want to see RJ Hampton. I really do. Because I think he's good. And I think
at basketball?
In the Heat program, bro. I think, bro, he can be a demon.
Maybe next year.
Yeah. I just want to give him time. Drew Smith, however, boot that nigga as far away from this roster as humanly possible. I don't want to see another second of that. You know when you first create your My Player, bro, and you got that generic face and that's Drew Smith. That's that first player that you get, 60 overall, that is Drew Smith through and through. Please get him off the roster. I know what y'all see in Champagnie, bro, little Champagnie or whatever his name is. Bro, he get to the rim. He gets to the rim.
He travels on his way there, but he get there.
The whole time he gonna take 18 steps to get there. He gonna get there though. He gonna get there.
Yeah.
But I want to see RJ Hampton. I think Cole's probably gonna be locked up for this one of the two-way spots. Obviously, Jamal Cain's gonna be. And then unless he gets converted during the season, like that third spot gonna be in limbo for me. Yeah, I want to see RJ Hampton, but Drew Smith gotta go, bro. Drew Smith gotta go.
I see. So that's another thing too. Miami typically like leaves one of those spots open, and they'll take like two ways into the season, and they'll just leave that third spot open, like they won't fill the roster out. I don't think they're going to do that this year. I think they're going to carry all 3 spots. You were shaking your head to the Jamal Cain thing. Like, what's going on there? Like,
I don't think I think they're just going to sign him to the roster as the 14th man, and then that way you could keep RJ Hampton, Cole Swider, and Champagnie as your three ways. Give Jamal.
Drew Smith is staying on this roster whether we want him here or not.
That's fine. Okay, so take Champagnie off. I was shaking my head. I'm simply saying I don't think Jamal is going to be on a 3-way, a 2-way. I think Jamal is just going to get a standard contract for the season, and then insert 3 other guys for the 2-way spots. Jamal will get the last roster spot.
Didn't they convert him last year?
Jamal?
Who?
To a regular contract last year, Jamal Cain.
No, they converted Orlando Robinson, who should be considered for getting on the chopping block.
God, he's still here.
But the problem is, like, he's barely playing, bro. He's clearly lost out that backup spot to Thomas Bryant. Like, he's going to be a breaking case of emergency type guy. I would agree with you because his contract's not guaranteed until the first game of the regular season. You cut bait with Orlando Robinson, give Jamal Cain that, then you can carry them 3 people. I don't want this.
I don't think they're going to do that, though. I don't think they're going to go to Orlando.
How you think it's going to
with everything that Orlando was able to accomplish in Summer League, especially considering the buzz that he did, they at one point they were talking about Orlando Robinson as another one of those guys that Miami's just finds based on what he was doing in Summer League. I think they keep him because in a league like this, all right, let's just put on our delusional hats for a second and say that the Miami Heat are going to get back to the NBA Finals next season and face the Denver Nuggets again. You're going to need all 3 of those big guys. Okay. Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the.
We've had enough of that shit. I'm not doing that, Ricky J. Mark. I'm sorry. I'm going to put you back in here. Where he at? Put him back.
I was making a point.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I wasn't listening. Because you started talking about championships, bro.
You see that you got to listen.
I'll let you finish, King. I'm sorry.
Come on, man. Like, just let me cook in the kitchen, as they say. No, I'm saying if you want to be that delusional Heat fan that puts on the delusional hat and we get back to the finals and you need 3 competent big men to throw at Nikola Jovic, and Orlando Robinson theoretically is one of them. They didn't have that last summer. Now, I think all of us here know that ain't happening. We ain't going back. But I don't think anyone here is delusional unless you're like no. You see, I was going to take a random shot at Magic fans, but no, their expectations are reasonable. I mean,
correct.
Maybe playoffs, something like that. I don't know.
It's unnecessary to shoot over here, brother.
I would never shoot in your direction. I think that would be
okay. Can we move on? This is taking a turn
because he set me up. He just lobbed me, and I'm just trying not to dunk this motherfucker. I'm trying to let you cook. Okay, let's go back. I still want to get back to some people in this game because I think that's an interesting conversation that we should continue to have. Because look, for us to get this far down the line and just not be set on kind of because a lot of people that we anticipate being in this rotation are not looking like rotation players. And I think that should go into the decision about kind of like how these 3 ways are going to work. So, for example, I don't know who our starting point guard is going to be on opening night because we've started Kyle Lowry at point most of these preseason games. Josh Richardson is now hurt. Does that impact? Is he going to be available for the first game? If not, how does that impact the way that we play? How does that impact who we keep? Because if you got to start Kyle, Tyler, and Kevin Love, then you're going to need some of the defensive capabilities of a Jamal Cain out there. You just going to need it. That's the position. Bro, that's the position. But you look at it, some of the rotation players that we were thinking about. Duncan Robinson. Cook, Cain.
I can go.
Go ahead.
I can go. Hear me out, man. Hear me out. Duncan Robinson cannot buy your fucking bucket. He can't. Okay. I'm going to just say, I said it already. Okay. Got it out the way. He can't make shots. I am not impressed with Duncan Robinson's offensive performance. However, this cracker has guarded his ass off this preseason. Duncan Robinson is defending like I ain't never seen him defend before. So in his defense, we have watched Haywood Highsmith get minutes during the regular season. We watched Jamal Cain get minutes during the regular season. Kevin Love has gotten minutes during the regular season. All of these players, hell, even Duncan Robinson in his past form has gotten minutes during the regular season, being players who can only play one side of the basketball. The unfortunate thing for us is that Duncan Robinson is only playing defense right now. So, my theory is that, hey, let's give Duncan a chance to kind of figure this shooting thing out. And maybe, just maybe, he can blend it together. Combination. He can put them together, bring the defense with the shooting, and then we got a good basketball player, man. But he been guarding his ass off, bro. Give Duncan a chance.
My brother, you have said some nasty things on this program. That was Jada Fire nasty, what you just did right there. You are planting your flag on Duncan Robinson earning minutes as a defender. My brother, listen, bro. Listen, TJ, you can't fool me, bro. I'm familiar with your game. You're lying. You're lying right through your teeth. If Duncan Robinson can't shoot the ball, he has no purpose on the court, bro. Like, that is it. We are not paying Duncan Robinson any money to defend nobody. We're paying him to shoot the rock. And so that's the only statistical category that I give a shit about when talking about Duncan Robinson. 1 for 6 ain't gonna cut it. He did some nice things. I give him that. He had a nice backdoor cut with Bam, he laid it. You know what I'm saying?
It's the little things.
I've seen him. Yeah, little things. Yeah. But the main thing is the main thing now. That's what Pat Riley told me to do. Keep the main thing the main thing. And the main thing is him shooting the basketball. Want to thank Dan the Filmgen again with the $5 dono. Consistency is key, ladies and gentlemen. He said, I pray that Pat has enough money and insurance to keep Swider and Kane. They look like really standard players on this team. But yes, he should have enough money. And if he doesn't, he should call my boy James Pugh and the people over there at Simple Health Advisors who have extremely affordable insurance plans for any type of insurance that you hope to carry. So make sure that you give them a call and tell them that the basement sent you. Make sure you email our guy James Pugh at jpugh@simplehealthadvisors.com or give him a call at 321-345-7738. Again, that phone number is 321-345-7738. I left my hand up here because that lob was so beautiful that it needed to maintain. Scale Daddy with the $2 dono. He said,
wow.
Jada Fire action, classic Ebony. Listen, my brother, I have old school retro taste, if you will.
I just learned who that was.
We know about all the OGs. Jada, Pinky,
You finna get us kicked off YouTube.
You know, a couple of little guys, you know what I'm saying? But no, I do want to talk about we just talked about Duncan Robinson. That's enough. Let's talk about some people's golden boy, Nikola Jovic. Me and you gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? Me and you gonna have this talk. I saw him play tonight. 24 minutes. I was not moved. I didn't see I ain't see none of that fever shit tonight. I seen him make one nice little, and the stat line to say he had 9 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block. I just did not. I ain't feeling it. You feel me? Maybe you saw something different than I did. Tell me what you thought about Jovic's game tonight.
If I could never see him play again, I'd appreciate that. He does not. He doesn't look ready for the NBA game still. I don't know. Maybe it's his knee. I see he had the little knee brace concoction on. Maybe that had him a step slow, but no, he didn't look good. That whole he could be the 4 next to them. Never put him on. He couldn't be the 4 next to you, Royal. I'm just he stank. It was bad out there. No wonder Portland didn't want that package. If he was supposed to headline it, that nigga stinks. Okay, he is not the goods. No, he don't have what it takes. Okay, like it was bad. Like he done got the little haircut. He got the Stetson Bennett fade. I thought I went out to like put on. He came in. I said, "Oh, he got a little cut. He been in Miami a little bit. Like
He went to the black barber.
Like,
He found him in
he
black.
fooled me. I thought his barber put the black gloves on to set up a ring light when he, did when he hooked them up. Survey says that was a lie because that nigga is garbage. Okay, like, it's bad. Yeah, no, I don't ever want to see him play basketball. Please, no. My bad.
Ricky, I know you got up the yellow card. Defend Joe White's nephew, cuz. And then I'm gonna give you another play after you rebuttal.
First of all, what? My wife's nephew? You
I
speaking
said your
that into
wife
existence?
Your wife.
Oh no, that's my son. There's a
I'm sorry,
difference.
my bad. Your progeny.
Not so much. He didn't come
Your
from my
posterity?
loins. No, he didn't come from my loins. He was adopted.
Okay.
Yeah. Look. Okay. Here's the thing. Nikola Jovic is a player that is actually right now getting his rhythm back from a variety of different injuries that he's been dealing with during not only the offseason after the the FIBA World Cup, but in preseason. I'm pretty sure this is like his first minutes on the floor since the World Cup. He's gonna need a
couple of minutes in the first game, and then I think he pulled something and he didn't play.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is the first significant minutes he's played since the World
So
Cup.
he hasn't really had that much time to ingratiate himself with the rest of the team. Not only that, but when you consider that he's not the only one that hasn't really played. I mean, this team. I mean, Jimmy hasn't seen. Has Jimmy seen the floor yet? I'm not sure. Kyle played a little bit. Yeah, great. Herro scored almost 40 the other night. Who cares? Whatever. But but here's the thing. Watch. Come November, December, I'm gonna make you eat your words.
Look, bro. I'm not gonna cast him off right now. But tonight, I did not see anything that led me to believe in any of the kind of like hype surrounding him. Like I didn't see. Yeah, sure. I'll say whatever. I don't care.
It's coming soon.
Say so. Pause.
Yeah. Resume. I don't care.
Real quick on him, bro. They just don't fuck with bro. To be honest with you, like they don't fuck with bro.
Because he wants to play point guard.
Jamal Cain was in the starting lineup before him. In the first game, Jaime Jaquez, everybody got in the game before Jovic. He was literally the last sub in. He was the last sub in tonight, and half the team was gone. You feel me? Like we can say that, but we saw the same shit last year when he was perfectly healthy. He was getting healthy scratches. He wasn't even touching the rotation.
He wasn't actually healthy. He had a back injury.
The entire season?
Yes.
82 games.
Yes.
Even back though we injuries, saw him in garbage time.
I can speak to that. Back injuries take time.
We saw him in garbage time. He was out there.
Yes. Yeah. When it's safe to play.
Relaxing music with the 199. Don't know. He said Osama bin Jovic needs to go.
Oh nah, that's crazy.
That's an insane name to call that young man. Look, I think the whole point is like he is being built as somebody who can come in and add a new element. I was one and guilty as charged. Like I'm one of the people who kind of thought it. When you put him in the game, like he has a different element to his game that we don't have on this roster already. But Jaime Jaquez looked infinitely more ready to play now than Jovic did. And Jovic has been here for a year. Like, and I understand working your way back from injury and all that kind of shit. But Jaime Jaquez, when he got into that game, bro, he came back from injury. He looked like he was ready to play. Go ahead, Nu.
To be fair, though, Jaime Jaquez is like 35. And Jovic is just 20. Jaime Jaquez was in college for like, he was Perry Ellis in college. So, like.
Perry Ellis is crazy.
To be fair.
Wow.
Like.
Wow.
So
you said Jaime Jaquez is a super senior coming into the league right now.
Fair, that ain't really that fair to the kid. Like But
I get it, but that's what I'm saying though. Like you got to get NBA experience, and a lot of people I done seen came in at 19 look more ready than what Jovic looks right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Not everybody's the same.
Yeah, but that's the way the league going though. The league ain't old, Ricky.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like he's coming to a league of old men. He's coming to a league of peers, like people his age.
And it's you can't afford for him to not be a contributor this year. Like I think that's the you were a first round draft pick a year ago on a team that
I think what Jubilee said was valid. Triple J fits the Heat slow, methodical Jimmy style compared to Jovic, who wants to run. I agree. Jovic probably wants to run. He wants to push the ball.
He wants the ball in his hands.
Yeah, and that's not going to happen on this roster.
I'm glad y'all mentioned this because I remember during the offseason, I remember in particular, I don't know who this was specifically, or even if they were with this network, but I remember a lot of people being real salty over the assets that were supposedly going to be brought together in order to go get a certain Damian Lillard. And now it's like, well, he's not ready. He hasn't played. He's got no experience. I mean, we look at what we saw out of him. Maybe the Portland Trailblazers felt the same way, and maybe they weren't just being petty.
Listen.
Oh, also, that's one. Two. A 19-year-old European is not the same as a 19-year-old kid from pick a town in America that grew up playing hoops here. That's two different things.
I get it, bro. But when you said the same thing about Luka coming over here, did Luka look like he wasn't prepared to play any ball?
So here's the thing.
He's playing professionally. I expect him to have a professional skill set that's ready to go when he gets here. Even if it's not fully developed, Ricky, he does not look like he have a skill set.
I'm glad that you're saying that because here's the thing. Luka Doncic is the exception, not the standard. Even for a player like Luka Doncic, Luka was crazy from the time he was a prodigy, from the time he was a little kid, 16-year-old playing preseason. You know, he came into the league seamlessly, just averaging almost LeBron numbers straight out the gate. Europeans don't do that. So even for him, for any rookie, really, that was already exceeding expectations at a wild level. So the Luka example, I don't know if I would use the Luka example as I expect him to be professional. Not every European automatically hits the ground running. I mean, there's a reason. And to be fair, here's the thing. To be fair, there's a reason why Pat Riley historically hasn't really been messing with Europeans ever since Sasha Danilovic back in the late 90s. I mean, he's skeptical about Europeans because sometimes they take time, especially in a style of play that emphasizes defense over others, which Europeans aren't necessarily known for.
So, Ricky, I'm not saying that he needs to come in here a fully functional player. I'm saying he needs one NBA-ready skill set. Whatever his best asset is, he needs that skill set ready to go when he hits the court. Like, it's been a year. We gave him last year. Now we should be seeing some fruits of kind of like the developmental system, your summer league
He played well in summer league.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I need to see some of that translate into the regular goddamn league. Like the now league, not just then. TJ, jump in on this conversation. Come on now, Gerald. You cooking. I see some of that already. I seen that. Don't make me go down this road.
You would just think like Rose said, we gave him last year. Okay, last year's the year for you to if you in hiding or whatever. Okay, cool. We saw you develop your body. Pause. We saw him get bigger. You know, he's stronger. He's being used in different ways. Summer league, he was doing post ups and shit like that. And okay, cool. Like Ricky, you're being ridiculous. So we're comfortable with his abilities to do certain things. The issue is Spo, who's been way more willing to give dudes with way less skill. He's willing to put them dudes on the court, it not mattering, bro. It not mattering if Haywood Highsmith can't do anything offensively. Bro's on the court, he's playing minutes. You feel me? And this is early. These as soon as they get to the league. Whereas we seen Gabe and Max and all them dudes sit for a year and then boom, next year they coming in and this is just what we're used to seeing. Okay, they sit a year, they come out, then they do a little things and everything like that, and then they become rotation players and everything like that. It's not happening with Jovic though, right? He sat the year, he come back, we're not seeing the little things. The only thing we saw is improvements into his physical form, which is cool, great, cool. but we're not seeing the little things. What does he do? Is he going to be pick and pop guy? Is he going to be push guy? Is he going to be get the ball off the glass and go guy? We don't know because he can't do anything.
Okay, so Twan, I'm going to use your own words. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Normally guys come in, they sit for a year and then they become rotation players, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you just said, right?
In this Miami Heat system, yes, correct.
Well, yeah. So the year just happened.
Yeah.
Okay, and we've just seen him play what 30 preseason minutes max.
He's not getting in the game, Ricky. This is the first time he's been able to get in the game. He Spo's not even putting him in the rotation. He's putting dudes who aren't going to even sniff this roster before Jovic. That's not a good indication, bro.
Yeah, because he was hurt. He couldn't play. They're not going to throw a guy out there who's hurt. I mean, for example, Josh Richardson. He hurt his foot tonight. You're not going to see him for at least a week. They're gonna be what's going on? Really? That's
I don't know.
Nice one, super
Justin,
producer.
He's trying to figure out this. And if he in preseason form too, don't you dare disrespect Justin.
Justin, I've called him a super producer.
Justin will be here for 82 games, whether he likes it or not.
Oh, okay. But no, yeah, okay. So here's the thing: barely played preseason, was hurt for most of it. Had his first season. I think it's way too early to issue a verdict on Jovic because the season hasn't started yet, and the most we've seen from him was tonight. So by your very standard, it's way too early. We got to wait till that season happens, which it did apparently. He sat out most of it because of the back. Fine. Went and played at the behest of the coaching staff. Went and played the World Cup. Played Summer League. Barely played the preseason. Let's see what happens in the regular season. Now, if it's March and we still haven't seen him and he's been a healthy scratch,
we don't have to work. We don't have to wait till March. We can wait till December because the way that this season and this roster is
2 months. I
shaping
don't
out, the way that this season and this roster, it's going to be younger guys or inexperienced guys that are going to be pressed into action to play for this team. We just do not have and he is one of the players that should be in that conversation. Right now, we have the same conversation about Shameless Highsmith. Of course, he's further along in the developmental program. But the way he's played has validated him being in the rotation, even in limited minutes. I cannot say the same for Jovic. Shameless hasn't played that much. He didn't play much in the first or second games, but he played a lot tonight, and you can see what they've done with him, the way that he's grown in his game. I have not seen anything.
It's like the summer league usually is like the little sprinkle, you feel me? Where you see they like this dude. This is how we figured out they liked Orlando Robinson. They was playing him big minutes in the summer league, and he was doing stuff, and it was like,
it's the same.
Oh, okay.
Him and Orlando Robinson and Nikola Jovic were on the same summer league team, and Orlando Robinson was the guy who was the focal point of that offense towards the end of it, bro.
Okay, I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm glad you brought that up, Royal, because two things. One, Orlando Robinson, for most of his adult his adult professional college career, played one position, the center. He's been a center for most of that. That's important because
too much time on this. Sorry, bitch. But
it's preseason.
Yeah, I mean,
get the shots up.
Here's the thing, right? So he played the same position. Now we also need to understand two things, right? Jovic is learning quite literally a new position in the NBA. When he was over in Europe and when he was developing and all that other fun stuff, he was basically a guard, a point guard, whatever you want to call it, just a taller one. He's being integrated into a brand new position, being taught that. And not only that, we also have to consider by this, I guess, logic or whatever, the very same guy that was blowing backs out back in Denver just a few months ago, he took years to develop.
All right, bro. I've had enough. Enough. All right, this conversation has taken 10 minutes of my life that I'll never get back, and I don't know why we talk about that. So let's talk about the next game.
Highsmith is away.
He gonna play power forward for this roster. So let's talk
positionless power forward. Okay,
let's talk about the next game where we're gonna get to see real life AAU hoops and the man of my dreams, Cam Whitmore, and the Houston Rockets. And we're going over there in 2 days on Friday. Nunu, we're gonna start with you. The girl feeling good?
I don't care. Yeah, sure, why not?
Why and why not? You got to tell me like this is a game prediction question.
Yeah, Jovic is gonna make us all eat our words. He's gonna score 10 points instead of 9 in 30 minutes. He'll have a couple of assists. Drew Smith will prove why he should be shipped to Nova Scotia. Jaime Jaquez will continue to not play. Tyler Herro ain't gonna play. Yeah, I'm feeling incredible. I have narratives to push this season, and I will be pushing them.
He dropping 40 next game.
I'm trying to. That's the only time that he's done it in the regular season. But I can tell you right now, Tyler Herro will be making an appearance in that game. That preseason average took a hit tonight, and he can't let that happen out here. Yo, I'm sorry. Give me a second to allow me to get some things off my chest. For all of you hoes talking about Tyler Herro scoring 30 points in a fucking preseason game, I don't want to hear y'all say shit to me when I talk about how many shots this nigga took to get it. Like, you're just not going to move me, bro. Nobody's playing defense on him. Jimmy Butler has not played a single solitary second. He will not get 22 shots with Jimbo on the court. All right?
Stay tuned. Stay tuned, brother.
Y'all have seen the last of TJ. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. That's his last. That is the straw that broke the camel's back. Tonight, I have had enough of him, bro. Like,
so you can mention ruined backs, but I can't, right?
You have seen the last of Ricky J. Mark. Tonight, this is me and New Show now. And that's all that we ever needed to begin with, gang. Want to thank the nasty man again with the $10 dono. He said, Whitmore about to dunk on Mexican Jimmy just for GP. Bro, listen, bro. That's the matchup that I'm looking at. Y'all
that dunk that they called a charge was insane.
Come on, bro.
I cried.
Now listen. Jaime Jaquez, you need to play this game, brother. And you need to
man, show me something, nigga.
Come on now. I want to
show me something.
When you get Cam Whitmore on you, the only thing you better do is do like this here. Clear it the fuck out. ISO 101. And I want to see something that the 5 years of college taught you against this young man with all this athleticism. I want to see why you a pick, bro, because I'm not getting over it. You hoes can kiss my ass. For all y'all telling me that we done drafted Jaime Jaquez, fuck no. As soon as Cam Whitmore scored his first 40-point game, guess what? I'm getting on this bitch. I don't care if it's the same day or the next day, and I'm talking about Cam Whitmore for a fucking hour because that's who we should have drafted. I'm sorry. That's all I needed. Scale Daddy again with a $2 dono. He said that dunk was the equivalent of Ant on game. Exactly. He got dunked on too. And people try to act like it was a good defensive play.
Yo, taking a charge on one of them dunks is sick. Like, getting nuts in your face.
No, a charge is one thing. When another grown man's penis is caressing your forehead, that's not a charge that you taking. That's assault by that nigga. That's what it is. He should not be playing no more. I don't know what got me so riled up, bro. It's probably because y'all started talking about Cam Whitmore, and I got mad about it all over again. Shit. I'm just rounding in the form, getting me a few shots up too. Y'all will see on Friday. We'll be back here. So thank you guys in the comments as always for joining the show, making it much more fun than it would have been without you. Thank you to Ricky barely because he was watching the game halfway through and it got on my nerves throughout most of the show. Fuck TJ. Nice. Thank you. Thank you to one person on this show who actually came and did their job properly, and that is Nunu. Nunu, I appreciate you, Queen. If nobody else don't tell you that today, I appreciate you. Justin, you're a slave. You got to come here anyway. Play the fucking video, Justin.
Hey, yo.